Now, this morning, for a few moments, presume whenever you talk to anybody today, one of the first questions comes up is, how are you? And I appreciate from calling people and talking to people, a lot of people at the moment are finding life very difficult. And I can understand that. But let's look for a moment at the response to the psalm this morning. I don't know if you kind of thought about it as you made the response, but the response was, let your hearts take comfort, all who hope in the Lord. Let your hearts take comfort. Now, most times when you ask somebody, how are you? You'll get back one word, fine. And I think I've told you before, that doesn't tell you anything. Fine, I told you before, it's an acronym, F-I-N-E. For F, since we're in church, we'll use fed up. I, introverted. N, neurotic. And E, exhausted. That's probably true for most of us today. So, what do we do about that? Well, we need to broaden our thinking and our attitude. And I don't know if you believe it or not, but it is a fact that nothing happens in this world, believe me, that is not part of God's plan. Put it another way, God knows what He is doing and what we are going through at the moment. And for different people, there are different pains and different problems. But whatever you're going through in your particular life, and I in my particular life, it's all part of God's plan. That's how I see life. So I never get overly upset no matter what is happening in me, in my life, around me. Because I know that ultimately, and I've said this before, but I'm saying it not just for you, but for my own sake too. Ultimately, I know and I firmly believe, and this is my faith, that God never lets anything go to waste. Our pains, our sufferings, our anxiety, our worries, our depression, whatever it may be, all ultimately God will bring good and many blessings out of all those. And so the question for us this morning, do you believe that? Do I believe that? My answer categorically is, yes, I do. Yes, I do. Let your hearts take comfort, all who hope in the Lord. Do you trust God? Do you really trust God? Do you really mean it when you say, Jesus, I trust in you? Or are they just mere words? Where do the words come from? Do they come just from the head or from the heart? And when you can say from the heart, Jesus, I trust in you, that is the best antidote to all feelings of discouragement, depression, whatever, when you can say, Jesus, I trust in you.